back here. I will be back here, and I will be back with another vengeance.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll get over this. We'll be fired up for next year.
Garoppolo has time, stands in, going deep, going for it all, and it's caught for the touchdown! On fourth down, Deebo Samuel for 6. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all, and getting it! Emmanuel Sanders, not touched, still on his feet, inside the 10, and he scores! 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. Wilson, pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Trey Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front, Trey Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this?
Looks like football, baby.
Pass is caught. Kittle breaks one tackle. Another. Wow, what a touchdown for George Kittle. Goff throws and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Warner. Fred Warner for the touchdown. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
And the pass is going to be picked off by Bosa. Nick Bosa. Can't bring him down till he gets to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Now Evans in the slot. Winston picked off. It is Richard Sherman, who did not have an interception last year, and he returns it all the way for a 49ers touchdown, 32-yard.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Gold-Blooded Podcast. And just a reminder, the off-season is still for cunts. Here we are. We're back for another episode in the off-season. We don't have a whole hell of a lot, but we got some stuff. The team is practicing. The draftees are settled. I don't know if they're signed yet. We'll try to get into those things. Maybe we'll answer some of those questions for you. We're going to do two, I guess, mini to kind of on the shorter side episodes. Daddy's a little tired tonight. But as always, I am Joey I. I am the host here. I am joined by the number one stunner, Bobby Digital, my friend Rob, and there's Michael up in Maine. We have him as well. He is piped in via the internet, and we are gathered here to discuss the doings and happenings of the San Francisco Football 49ers. If you are new to us, welcome, and go fuck yourself. If you're...
Might as well just set that.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way real quick.
Let them know what they're in for.
Yeah, this, but if you've been here before, well, then, tickle my pickle. You know what the deal is. So...
If you're here looking for intelligent, informed football knowledge, you came to the wrong place.
Yes, this is definitely not the... Yeah, no, none of that is going to transpire.
If you are here for ignorance, you're in the right place.
Right, and starting on that, is there anything you have that you'd like to start with? Because I want to really... I told you I had something, and I want to come with it out the gate.
No, but I would like to let you know that I tried something different. Before you started talking, I lowered your volume real low.
Yeah.
So I wonder how it sounds. I can't wait.
Guess we'll find out. Yeah. I want to make a bold prediction right now.
Okay.
Before, what are we in? Like the pre-training camp?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a bold prediction, and I have evidence to back it up. Mike McGlinchey, Pro Bowl year.
Ooh.
You want to know why?
Oh.
He's fat again. Have you seen the pictures?
No.
I got a picture. I screenshot a picture.
Photo evidence.
Yeah, so he's been out on a boat the past couple days with some friends of his, and he's a chunky boy again. So I'm calling it now. He's gonna do the damn thing. Here's a picture of him with a girl, looking plump again. Yeah. So I also think somewhere I read mention that he's put on either weight and muscle or both or whatever, however they say that. Curran, I'll send you this so you know. Maybe you could put, I don't know. I don't know if that one's appropriate to post. I guess whatever. Fuck it. So that's my bold 49er prediction. You could say you heard it here first when he's when we have two in him and Trent Williams.
Well, I mean, this headline was dated May 18th of this year, so I mean, I technically heard it here first, but it seems like they reported it first.
Well, they're just saying. Oh, they're saying why he will have a bounce back year, but
let's see if number one says
because he's
again.
a fat asshole again. I mean, no. New offensive line of new right guard, new leader on the offensive line.
Nothing about weight. Well, kinda.
Yeah, nah. It doesn't say because he's a fat asshole again. So, with that said,
I think a couple weeks back, we had talked maybe in a group chat, but we didn't bring it up on the podcast. I want to get your opinion on Richard Sherman.
What about him?
There was something about, we had discussed how when he became ours, we liked him, and you were like, yeah, not really. I got something to say about that. Or something.
Well, I don't know. I could only imagine this is what I was feeling, so I'm just gonna.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you had something.
I don't, but I kind of do.
I mean, we all know,
there is something there.
We all know Crabtree was your guy, so
right?
That's always gonna be a little tougher for you.
I guess. So, what did Sherman play? Like, really, one full season with us? Because he was injured primarily his other 2 seasons. Now, if that season he won the Super Bowl, right? The Niners won the Super Bowl, then this conversation, then I probably would not be feeling this way. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But kind of never loved him. He started out as number one enemy. You know what I mean? He came around. He did some good things, I guess. I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did some good things. And now he might be back. He might not. I don't know. I don't need him. I don't love him. I see his use because I think we have a young team back there. But I think we could do just fine without him if it doesn't pan out. And from where my feeling is, once a cunt, always a cunt. It's hard for me to forgive anybody. You know what I mean? Like I got beefs from fucking 30 years ago, legitimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his value year one was the greatest it will ever be for us. Not because of his playing prowess. I think he was able to
secrets.
I think because he was able to pass down the new defense that these guys were trying to run.
Right.
So having an extra coach out there on the field to say, no, when this happens, you have to do this.
To literally physically direct people. Yeah.
So that Saleh doesn't have to direct everyone.
Yeah.
He's got to tell all the guys that don't know, and Sherman can take these 4 corners or these 8 DBs and show each one of them.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that. And he's, we all know, they say he's smart. I guess he went to Stanford.
Is that what happened with him?
He's from Stanford.
Did he go to college? Is that what the deal is?
So
okay.
that helps with the directing traffic and just being a leader in that way. So I think that was his highest value, no matter his playing level to the team. I think we were paying more for that than anything. And then getting a Pro Bowl caliber, possibly cornerback, was great. I think the way he handled the end of this last season was bullshit. I think that making the comments about it would take a miracle to be back and this, that, and the other thing.
And now, he's so close to being back.
And now he's got no fucking job because it was all ego-based.
Yep.
But the salary cap went down and nobody wants to pay him more. He's gonna get less money. And he didn't want to do that. He thought somebody would overpay him to bring in Richard Sherman, the name, the cornerback, without doing their research and seeing how much he's been injured. And also the salary cap going down, and guys are like, I'm not spending that for a corner that's past his prime and injury prone. So the only other bigger value would have been taking him somewhere like the Jets to do that again and pass it down to the younger guys and even the older guys that haven't played in that type of defense.
Well, I'm surprised Salad hasn't brought him out there.
That tells you something.
Yeah. So do you want me to just run through a couple news things, just the headlines quick? Okay, so the Jets, speaking of, they signed Ronald Blair, as we discussed the other day. Ronnie B, bye-bye.
There was rumblings of him re-signing with San Francisco back in like March.
A couple weeks,
but it never got done.
Yeah. As we know, Delaney Walker worked out but did not get signed. They didn't want to it sounds like this position is just a camp body, and they didn't want to waste his time just bringing him out to cut him.
We did sign a tight end.
Yes.
Yesterday.
They also signed the other day a receiver, Andy Jones. I don't know anything about him. They cut Daniel Helm and Josh Johnson. The other Dick, Weston Richburg, officially announced his retirement. The tight end you spoke of.
You know what he said?
Who?
In his retirement speech, Weston Richburg.
What did he say, Baba?
He said it was an honor to end my career with the greatest football franchise there is.
Class.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, good for him.
Nope.
The tight end you spoke of, Rob, was McCoyle Pruitt. Has been signed.
They say never trust a guy with two first names. What about a guy with two last names?
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know. Is he white?
My Coyle, too.
Yeah.
M-Y. What the hell?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is it Michael?
That's how it's spelled here.
McCole.
Hey, there's no way he's white.
You don't know that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Damn it. Damn it.
Nah.
That is a black man. All right.
It's probably pronounced Michael, too. Like, just Michael.
Probably. Here, we're all over here fucking being as white about it as possible.
The capital made me change the second letter to a C. The capital C made my brain put a lowercase c in between.
I gotcha.
McCole.
Yeah.
He looks like a stud.
Yeah. They say he's more of a blocker, but
yeah, I mean, he's 29 years old and I've never heard his name. So.
Yeah, but he recently was forced to do some catching. I guess he couldn't. He only had 5 catches last year, so I guess he couldn't have been that. But he had 2 touchdowns.
Still a chance we land Ertz.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
That'd be wild. So did you see Jed York believes the 49ers can compete right now with either guy?
Yeah.
He said that. That's a nice, vote of confidence there from the balding midget in the front office.
I was listening today. Today was like the first full week of like everybody being there.
Right.
And they're saying that Jimmy's getting all the number 1 reps and Trey's getting all the number 2 reps, as you'd expect.
Sure.
I think Rosen is getting most of the number 3s.
Okay.
But they were saying that what you see with Trey is that he seems further along than people expected, in that the rookie stuff he's doing is going through the progressions and giving up and checking down sooner and stuff like that, but not throwing picks, not doing real dumb stuff.
Yeah,
He just doesn't know the offense well enough yet, and he's not adjusted well enough yet, as you'd expect.
Sure.
For a rookie playing against NFL football players, but not making the interceptions and the bad mistakes. So, it obviously means nothing.
Right. I know.
The year Jimmy had his best year was the year he had those 5 picks in practice, or blah blah blah. He fucking went and played the Super Bowl. So
based on the type of based on his interviews, he seems like the type of guy that once he got that playbook, he was not gonna go celebrate and party. He was gonna, and probably what helps that a little bit, to be honest, is Corona still being so. I know people are starting to get back out there now, but. With all the protocols, I'm sure it's just easier and better just to stay the fuck home and learn the fucking playbook if you want a real fucking shot at this thing. Did you see the Chargers and 49ers will hold joint practices before their preseason game together? Yeah. Oh, that's fucking stupid. I hate that. Let's see. What do we think about the Julio Jones saga? I think it's only right that we address it.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Yeah, I can't imagine it going down because they want so much, is my understanding.
I don't know that it's what they want as opposed to what they'll get. I think they'll get a lot for him that we don't. I don't think we should give it up because I like our young receivers that we have. And when you throw George Kittle into the mix, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, adding Julio Jones to your roster immediately makes every team in the NFL better. There's not a team in the league. And the part that makes me lean towards signing him is that the front runner right now is Seattle.
Yeah, well, it's not signing; it's a trade.
Even Cardinals were in the talk.
Yeah, so if it means like he either goes to Seattle or us, then I'm more in.
Right.
I don't want them to get better.
Well, that was almost to touch back to this. That was almost part of the appeal of Richard Sherman coming to the Niners. He's not with Seattle
we're not
anymore,
playing against them.
and you felt like his persona up in Seattle was like kryptonite. It really was. So it was great to get that out of there.
And the learning curve for Julio, he's played for Shanahan. It's not the same offense, but it's some of the stuff, I'm sure.
Was that terrible?
It's so clear. The sound is so clear.
I don't know when anybody thinks that this is going to be a professional podcast. This is the fun.
And people may not have even noticed it, but it was distracting in my ears.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I don't care. What the hell do I care?
Yeah, I know.
We're not even on the list of favorites to land Earth, so it'd be a sneaky move if we did.
Sneaky.
And that would be a trade, too, so who knows what they're going to get for him.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of talk over what we've already given up to get Trey Lance. But, I mean, as far as everyone on this, recording this podcast is concerned, and I would assume just about everyone listening, if the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year, I don't give a fuck about any of those draft picks. I don't give a fuck if we don't have a first-round pick for fucking 5 years if we got a Super Bowl out of it. If we win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's it, though. It's all or nothing. If we don't win the Super Bowl, then every year I'm going to go, I can't believe we don't have a first-round draft pick.
Right, but again, even if they didn't win the Super Bowl this year, but they won it next year, or within the time,
I'm okay with that.
Within the time that we don't have a draft pick, first-round pick.
I wouldn't even go that far. If Trey Lance
becomes
the reason,
the man,
if he becomes the reason, if he becomes the Tom Brady for the Super Bowl, even the Nick Foles that's the guy.
Right.
That's why that you got that Super Bowl.
An MVP.
Then I'm all in.
Yeah,
I don't care about it. All of it's wiped away. So if trading the next first round gets us Julio Jones and that gets us a Super Bowl, fucking give them all the first rounders. I don't give a fuck. I mean, Seattle hasn't had a first round draft. When's the last time they didn't pick until like the third round this year?
Yeah.
But they're always competitive. They're always in the playoffs.
I don't know why this is. But, hey, I'm sorry, Kern, stand by. But in my head, I feel like the 2012 Super Bowl, that loss, I don't know why it hurts more with me even today.
I know why.
Why?
It's because we were right there often. So many, and we had 3 NFC championship games in a row.
Maybe it was
so the team is there. The defense was the best in the league. That was the one.
That one bums
and Joe Flacco.
me
And then one of the worst downfalls in sports.
That one bums me out. Even to this day, I think about it. And just because you think about that, if they had gotten that one, right?
It changes so much.
Everything. I mean, who knows what it changed?
Yeah, today we might be in way worse shape because we don't have Shanahan.
We don't know.
But it changes Kaepernick's life.
Yeah.
He's now a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and that shuts all that down.
It'd be most likely.
It's the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
And it's much more stomachable to lose a Super Bowl to Patrick Mahomes than it is to lose a Super Bowl to Joe fucking Flacco. That's what it comes down to for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just,
that
this one sucks, and maybe down the road this one will hurt, or the more recent one will hurt more. But just thinking about it,
and coming from nowhere too, that was a 1-year turnaround.
Yeah,
the year before we ate shit.
Yeah,
that's the bigger thing. We were building up for that one. We're let's go, it's ours. This was more holy shit, we're in the fucking Super Bowl.
Fuck. Yeah. I just want one so bad.
But back to my point is the teams that consistently pick in the top 10 are shit teams.
Detroit, yeah.
They're fucking shit teams. That's why they're in the top 10 of draft picks every year. Because they fucking suck. Because they don't fucking win. When's the last time you heard any buzz over the Patriots picking a fucking first rounder? Never, because they're at the end of the first round. It's basically a second rounder. And guess what? They're in the fucking playoffs every year, and they won the most fucking Super Bowls and played the most championship games of anyone. Like, ever. I don't give a fuck if we ever have to deal with this top 5 draft pick again. Yeah. Because that means we're good.
That is the hope.
We're not fucking picking high.
It is the hope.
Fucking trade all the draft picks away if we win Super Bowls. I don't give a fuck about
Well, you got to get there first before you just start trading draft capital away.
We are there. But we're a top competitive team in this league.
Well,
and also...
No, we're not yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, the last 4 teams that played in the Super Bowl were one of them, so...
Right.
To be fair, it is hard when you can like look at players that we have gone low, like DeForest Buckner, Armstead's starting to come around, Nick Bosa, but it's one thing to be like to not worry about that or become like the Rams. Like the Rams aren't going to have a pick they haven't had one for 5 years and won't have one for another 5 years. It's if it actually turns out you're right. If
they win the Super Bowl, who gives
none of that shit
they don't give a shit. Yeah, and they're all in every year. They do that every year. When they got Ramsey, now that they've gone for Stafford, they're like fucking, we'll trade the guy that we traded all the picks to get. We'll get rid of him to get another guy if it's going to make us a better chance of winning the Super Bowl. And I love that. I'm fucking all in for that. But
I would never buy a jersey as a Rams fan.
We also picked Solomon Thomas near the top of the first round. And as long as Lynch, if Lynch keeps drafting dudes like George Kittle and fucking Fred Warner later in rounds, I don't give a fuck if we don't pick till the fucking 5th round. If he's picking those guys,
I hear you, but again, I want for me before we could say it's so quick just to trade them away. I'd like to make the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it all means nothing if we lose. If we don't make the playoffs and we suck, then I'll fucking go out to San Francisco and cut both their heads off myself.
Yeah.
But if you win, none of it means anything. Like, what you and I care about is that win total and the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's
not who the fuck players are.
No.
I mean, I love that George Kittle is ours. I like him a lot. But if he leaves and we win a Super Bowl, see you fucking later. Like, I'm rooting for that uniform, not that guy.
Agreed. Yeah.
And quite honestly, if I could win a Super Bowl with any players, I'd rather it be Frank Gore than anybody that's on the team now.
So speaking of Frank Gore,
that's my guy.
He was in the news today. You texted that, or who texted that? So could you explain that to the people?
I didn't read it. I just read the headline.
Oh, well, what was the headline?
The headline said that Frank Gore would love to be reunited in San Francisco.
Yeah, so
let me see if I can find.
He's waiting for the call.
Yeah, he's putting it out there. He's
he's
trying.
Fishing.
He's just fishing. You know he's trying to verbalize it into
His quote is, "If they call, I'll be ready."
Yeah, no, perfect. You know what? You know he will. He's probably home just training, just in case.
I mean, they say that Jed says that he reached out to Frank before they picked any of these quarterbacks just to get his thoughts.
Right. They said he sent him.
So there's a relationship there.
They claim Jed sent him tape on this young man, and he loved it. Yeah. So as far as the news, that was pretty much that was pretty much all I really had for big time. Whatever news type of headlines. We got a clock, Bob? Let's see where we're at. Yeah.
Frank said, I know that I can still play the game. I know I can help a team, but it's also got to be the right situation that I feel that I can be on a team that could go to the playoffs and get a chance to probably go to the Super Bowl. I know that I can still play the game of football, but I also want to be in the right situation on the right team.
Yeah. I mean, you would love Frank Gore for me, just for what he does for the quarterback in his blocking. You know what I mean? Like, he becomes almost like another lineman. And he's so good at picking up the blitz, And
then he said, I talked to a couple teams, but my agent told me not to put any teams' names out there. I love when people are just like honest. My agent said don't.
Yeah. And he is so honest because he's so not the brightest guy in the world.
I kind of want to wait till training camp. I want to feel that. I want to wait to see if it's the right situation for me. If a team calls and I feel like it's right, I'm gonna do it. But if I don't like the situation, I'll say forget it and I'll retire.
Okay.
End of an era almost.
We'll get the 1-day contract when he retires.
Oh yeah,
which will be.
Yeah, he's gonna go in the
and
hall.
then we can start wearing the jerseys again, and that's all we really want. We either want him re-signed or retired, so I could start wearing the jersey again. Yeah, it's about time for me to pony up and buy a jersey. So I'm gonna surprise you people. I'm not gonna tell you who I'm getting.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can we make predictions?
I guess.
I hope it's not Jeff Wilson because your curse continues.
No.
At just the thought of buying one.
No, I would never buy a Jeff Wilson jersey. I got to be honest with you. Yeah, if you guys want to make predictions.
What do you already have? Let's start with that.
I got a Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it for active?
Yeah.
Ooh. That makes it tough, but more enticing.
Yep.
For me, I think if you rank all fans, right? Top jersey sales, Lance is probably up there already. That's just people trying to get ready and prepared. But to me, it's probably George.
Yep.
Right? Maybe Debo. Fred. Those are probably the top overall sales for the team, right? So,
yep.
But where does Joe go with that? I feel like Debo fits the bill the best out of all those.
See, I feel like you've already named one of them, and I would go defense.
Fred?
For Joe. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep.
Did you have the Bowman back in the day?
No, I had the Willis.
You did, okay.
I still have the Willis.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah.
That one can still get worn, too.
I wore that on the Super Bowl 2012, and the lady I was in relations with at the time, I was drunk driving excessively, and I've told the story before, but she was never a real freak, you know? She had emotional baggage. But for whatever reason, something about that loss spawned her to get freaky, and she just used her mouth and hand and made me come all over my jersey while I was drunk driving my Jeep.
Oh.
Yeah, nice memory. Nice memory. Nice time.
Just off the top.
The Patrick jersey is still wearable, too, because he only played for us.
Yeah, I agree. I still do wear it, yeah. Okay.
I take my Warner back.
So here's my... Wait, what'd you do?
No, I take my Warner back.
His guess.
Okay.
I think we're forgetting about one key person here.
Who?
Oh, let me think. Hold on. We got Jimmy, Juice, George. I don't think he's an offensive lineman guy. Oh, Kinlaw.
No.
Bosa.
That's who I was going to say. I think it's Bosa.
No,
I don't think coming off the injury, it would be a good year because if he got injured again, like that's really fucking rare.
Right, yeah.
And we couldn't really blame you, but
yeah. So
that's not where he was going though.
I think
it's not going to be a white guy.
No, definitely not a white guy. I got to be honest though. I'll tell you this: if he plays this year without injury or has just a Pro Bowl year, like if he missed 2 games, I don't give a fuck. I would get his jersey next year, definitely. But no, right now it's 3 right now, and I'm having a tough time narrowing it down. You guys pretty much got it. It's Kinlaw, Warner, or Debo, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I like Debo. I wish the jersey said Debo on it though.
Yeah. It's what it's probably going to boil down to: whose I could find in my size and with the stitched numbers. Yeah. That's probably what it's going to boil down to.
Probably not Kinlaw yet. Probably Warner or Debo.
Probably.
Warner's on the verge of being a name that everybody knows because all the players know him already.
And plus, he's about to sign a huge contract. Like that was also news. I guess they're saying they want to get it done before the season, which makes me horny.
Yeah,
lock that motherfucker up. He's already played 4 flawless fucking years or whatever.
That's a name that real football fans, not the fringe football fans that don't even know their players' names. Anybody that knows their own defensive linemen's names are going to know who Fred Warner is.
Yep.
Yeah. A guy who knows who Fred Warner is a guy who actually wins his fantasy league, not Steve.
Not even that. It's going to just be like we're guys that know every 49er. So if Fred Warner was on another team, we would know him. Like, he's that good.
Right, yeah.
And he's about to really break through on that. And he's also seems like a great guy. Seems like a guy you want to root for. Speaking of offensive and defensive linemen, on that podcast with John McCain,
yes,
when they ask him to name his fellow people that are serving when they capture him, there's a podcast about when John McCain was a POW. I don't know if you've listened, Curran. And at one point, they want him to
Oh yeah.
They torture these guys to try to get information from them, and information is currency. If you give them information, they treat you better. But as a soldier, you're not supposed to give them anything. There's a list of things they allow you to give someone if they capture you: your name, your serial number. There's some things. So they want him to name like the other people that are in his battalion or whatever it is. And he starts naming the offensive linemen for a football team.
The Green Bay Packers.
And these guys have no fucking idea. They barely speak English. They're just writing down whatever he says.
Yeah.
Right.
And when he was listing them on the podcast, the guy was listing them, the very first one was Bart Starr. And I was like, that's a fucking football player.
Yeah.
Then he lists a bunch of people I never heard of. And it's the fucking offensive lineman for the Packers.
The whole misinformation that he gave them, then he'd be passing another guy that was going to get interrogated, and he'd be like, they asked me to draw a C-17. I drew a C-32 or whatever. You know what I mean? Totally just fucking them up.
When he drew their aircraft carrier, and he drew a pool on the deck.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up. So I'll do the particulars, and then we'll say our goodbyes.
The particulates?
Yeah, the particulates. So here's what it is, motherfuckers. This is the Gold-Blooded Podcast. You're here, you're listening to us, and we appreciate that. And if you appreciate us, I'm not going to ask you for your fucking money. I'm going to ask you to leave a review, however it is that you listen. Just leave a review. A couple stars, toss them around like nobody cares. 5, 6, 7 stars. We appreciate it. We love you. We love you long time. Check us out on the Instagram. It's Gold-Blooded Podcast. One word. Things happen there sometimes. And you could also keep up with, when the fuck we're going to do this, so you can get your email and the whole thing, because you know how we do. Just so you know, we have a sponsor, and they're nice people. It's Lucky Rose Tattoo. Just a beautiful establishment in the beautiful Middlebury, Connecticut. You want a tattoo? You're in the Northeast? You need to get the fuck over there. Check them out at luckyrosetattoo.bigcartel.com. You can get some hip fucking gear over there. Be the coolest kid in your school.
For the right price while you're there, you could tour the GBP studios.
That's right. That's right. You want to go get a tattoo and, talk big game.
See where the magic happens.
That's right. You come see where the magic happens. Take a ride to the Mecca, you fucks.
Free tour of the studio with all 49er tattoos.
That's right. Play your cards right, you might even get a free 49er tattoo. With that said, let's see, we did that. We did the email. Oh, sending us an email. We always like to hear from you people. There's many of you out there. Especially we like to hear from the ones that are in different countries, but we'll take America too. It's goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. Anything else, Bob?
Nothing.
Michael, anything else you'd like to talk about in this moment?
No.
Did
See
we
you on episode 2?
Did we ever answer your question?
No, but
we'll get to it
good.
next episode. If
you're
dying to know what Michael's dying to learn, check us out, episode number 2. Bye-bye.